All right, so this is super fun. Remember, everybody on the block gets a paper. So this is just minus 6 plus 4i, right? So it's going to be 2 plus 3i minus 6 plus 4i. And so I can only collect like terms. So the 2 and the minus 6 make minus 4, right? And the 3i and the 4i make plus 7i. And there it is. Negative 4 plus 7i. So the i's just act like x's, right? But what is I? You have to remember, what is I?
I am you.
I is equal to?
Who are you? I am you. Oh, no, not me. You.
The square root of 1. Right? So, if we're just adding them, it's no big deal. But when we multiply them, alright, then it becomes different. So, what is I squared?
Wouldn't that be... Wow, that's harder than what I thought. I don't know why I just blanked that off. Yeah.
It just gets rid of the square root. So it's negative 1. Right? Okay? So we have to know the squaring of square root gets rid of it. So it's just negative 1.
Hey, you better root.
The reason I'm bringing this up is for 26. So 26 is typical old-fashioned clamshell. 3 times 2.
6.
3 times 3i. Or negative 3i.
Negative 9.
Negative 9i. Good. Alright. 4 times 2. Or 4i times 2.
8i.
8i. Okay? And then 4i times negative 3i.
Oh, 12i. I almost said 7.
Negative
Well, negative 12.
12i squared, right?
Yeah, because 2 i's.
Right. So here's the thing. And this is how I'm showing it nowadays, which actually makes really good use for you guys. Because what is I squared? I squared.
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So this is really negative 12 times negative 1, which is what?
12.
12. So this becomes plus 12, right? And then we get to add these up. So we get 6 minus, what's negative 9i and 8i?
1, negative 1.
Yeah, negative 1i.
Yeah.
And then plus 12, right?
Yeah.
But then we can do, oops, that's plus 12. So then we can do the plus 12 plus 6 is what?
What? 18.
18 minus I.
What the hell are you doing, Chrissy?
Right? So 18 minus I. Because I's always come last. They're just like letter X's. In fact, they come after variables. So if we had a variable in there, it would be 18 plus 2x plus I. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright. Or wait, no. Because I is the actual number, I think I would come before the x. So it would be 18 minus I plus x. Alright. So this one. This was a cubic. We did these yesterday, right? The cool part is, let's just break down 18 and let's break down 12. Okay? So 2 goes into 18 how many times?
9.
3 goes into 9. 3 goes into 3.
1.
2 goes into 12.
6.
2 goes into 6. 3 goes into 3.
1.
And so basically, this is the cube root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3, right? Because it's all of these. 2 times 2 times 2
Yeah.
times 3 times 3 times 3.
It's all the pairs.
Right? And then we pull out triplets. Remember, we're pulling out triplets. Right? Because of this 3, I'm pulling out triplets. So I get to get what? A 2 and a 3. There's nothing left inside, right?
Wait.
Right? Okay? So there's nothing on this side. So what's 2 times 3?
6.
6. So this is equal to 6.
I can do all that damn math.
I knew.
With a 6.
All for 6. And this is really, you should be copying this. This is good stuff. This is also will be on the ACT.
How is it?
We're looking at.
The most you can get will be great. You can get just some of it. I will be on the ACT.
How is it?
Sometimes. Not all the time, but they'll have I on there sometimes. What happened?
Pairs just become 2. Right? Because he's asking how did it just become 6 because all the pairs are 2s and 3s?
The triplets became
1.
Yeah, remember how we used to trade 2 for 1 outside of the box because it was a square root? This is a cube root, so we're replacing 3 for 1.
Oh.
Right?
Makes sense.
Yep. And if it were to the 4th power, we would take 4 for 1. And 8th power, we'll take 8 for 1. Okay? So it's a different way of looking at it, but it really, really works.
We're doing hell of math this day.
All right, the next one. This is just like this one. Okay? Very, very much the same. Why? Because what's the square of a square root? Right? The square of a square root goes away, right? So what's going to happen is when these multiply, the square roots are going to go away. Does that make sense?
See.
Cool. All right, so let's do it. So what is 4 times 5?
20.
Okay. And then
What is 4 times square root?
what is 4 times this 2 square root 3?
I knew it was.
8 square root 12.
Yep. No.
Yep. No.
8 square root 3. Remember, outside the box goes with outside the box.
Oh, yeah.
Inside the box goes with inside the box. Okay? Alright, then, what is negative 3, square root of 3 times 5?
Negative
5. Negative 5 square root 3.
Negative 5 square root 3. Very good. And then what is negative square root 3 times 2 square root 3?
So would that be, would it still be, or will the square roots go away because they're with each other? So would it be just negative 6?
So it would be,
9.
let's write it up here first. Let's go negative, right? 2, right? Square root 3 times 3, which is 9, right? Or square root 9. Let's do that, first of all. Okay, then what is the square root of 9? 3. So square root of 9 equals 3. So basically that's negative 2 times 3, which is how much?
Negative 6.
Negative 6. So this becomes negative 6. Right? So we add those up and we get 20. So 8 minus 5.
3. Wow.
3.
That was really fucking slim.
Plus 3 square root 3 minus 6, right? And then I get to come up here and actually finish it off with, what is 20 minus 6?
14.
14
Why am I
plus
so slow?
3 square root 3. And that's 28. Okay? So, fun stuff. That's the stuff I love.